Hey there everybody, Aaron here. Welcome to another episode of Gideon's Tactical. Today we're going to be checking out the new for 2014 US made Gerber order pocket knife. This is the introductory of the 3 new pocket knives that Gerber has produced, all made here in the US, as well as one fixed blade. We're going to try and get our hands on all of them this year and get some field tests out there so you guys can see what Gerber is producing in their US made line and see if some of these products might be worth a purchase for you. So let's go ahead, get out there, look at some of the basic specs, and begin to use the Gerber order pocket knife. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look here at the blade on your Gerber order. What they give you is from the handle to the tip a 3.1 inch overall blade with an actual cutting edge of 2.6, and of that cutting edge you get 1¼ inches of plain edge and 1¼ inches basically of serrated edge. It is made out of 420 high carbon steel with a Rockwell hardness of 55 to 57, and I've really found that Gerber's and Buck's 420 high carbon is a great budget steel. It's going to hold an edge just about as well as any sort of SOG or cold steel AUS 8, and it's very, very easy to get a shaving sharp edge on this. This came shaving sharp out of the box, literally could shave with it, shaved off some of my arm hairs with it. Very, very simple and easy to do that. Very rust resistant as well. This one comes with a black coating on it. You can see there, good thickness for EDC use, and then a very delicate, precise tip. So that's going to be fantastic for EDC tasks, opening packaging. If you're ever needed to, get out a splinter, do other sorts of, maybe medical things, cutting open cardboard boxes, that type of stuff. This is going to do just a fantastic job, but you're not going to want to stab into really hard material like wood or things like that because that tip is very fine and precise. It is a hollow grind. So that's nothing bad about that. I prefer full flat grinds, but a hollow grind is second in my categories for folders. It's going to be able to slice through material really, really well. They give us this deep finger choil right here that we'll look at in a second as we do our carving. And it's for a US made knife around the $30 mark. 420 high carbon is, in my opinion, I have no complaints with. It's not a super steel, it's not a great steel, but for a budget steel and for a US made knife, it's no complaints there. And then at the moment in 2014 when they've released this, they do not offer a plain edge model, and I really, really hope, Gerber, you produce us a plain edge model, because I'm not a big huge fan of serrations. I think that they're kind of a pain in the butt. They're definitely not fun to resharpen, and in my mind a well sharpened plain edge will cut through things just as well as serrations through material like nylon rope and things like that we're going to see here in just a second. But for a serrated model, this is not bad. You have 2 little teeth, 1 big tooth, 2 little teeth, 1 big tooth, 2 little teeth. So these again are not bad for serrations, and if you're into serrations, you're not going to mind this at all. For me, I do not care for serrations, and I much prefer a plain edge. So I really do hope that Gerber gives us the option of a plain edge model in the future. But with that being said, let's go ahead and start using the Gerber order and start doing some tasks, cardboard cutting, rope cutting, wood carving with this blade and see how it performs. So you can see that plain edge is doing a fantastic job with its hollow grind. It's very easy to catch this wood. I have a fantastic grip on the knife, and then if I choke up and start going on the serrated edge, you can see there I can get good shavings as well. So either way, you're going to be able to process wood. And what's awesome is that finger choil that they give us there, that's absolutely designated to be a finger choil. I can easily get my index finger, and I wear large size gloves, I have large hands. I can get my finger right in there in that choil, then I can either rest right here on top of the hole, or I can even scoot up a little bit further and get fantastic grip and traction with the rubberized handle for wood processing. So I think that as it stands, it's a really good wilderness folder, lightweight wilderness folder, and if they gave us a full plain edge, it would be able to do even better slicing tasks with wood and carving tasks. So I'm going to say this throughout the whole video, I really hope they give us a plain edge model in the future. Gerber, I know you're listening. Please do that for us. We would love, there's a lot of us out here who would love a plain edge model. As it stands right now, the ergonomics and overall design of not only the blade, but how the handle's designed with that finger choil make this a great little wilderness folder, and would be great for any sort of backpacking, hiking trip. Okay, so we got some nylon rope here. You can see with that serration, extremely easy to go through. With that plain edge, just as easy to go through. Again, that's why serrations in my mind are kind of a waste. But right now we're dealing with a combo edge, and it'll very easily tear through any sort of nylon rope or material with the hollow grind and the serrations. Either way you want to use the knife, it can easily do that type of work for you. There we go. Very nice smooth cutting of rope. The only thing to note is because of that very large finger choil, you just kind of have to think about where you're going to grab the rope, because sometimes if you go too low, then you just grab the finger choil and then you can't cut it. So just kind of something to note and something to think about when you're using your order, but very good when it comes to cutting of man-made materials and rope and nylon, not only on the plain edge but also with the serration. Okay, so we got some cardboard here that this thing is going through like butter, not only with the plain edge, excuse Tommy as he steals some cardboard, that dog loves it, not only with the serrated right there, but also with the plain edge. Very simple, very easy to do it, and it's going to hold a really good edge for a long period of time throughout your day. If you got lots and lots of cardboard you're going to have to go throughout your day, you can just see there, it's going to do a fantastic job doing EDC tasks through cardboard. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look here at the handle on the knife. What they have is from the front to the back is 4.5 inches in total length. It weighs 2.6 ounces, which is awesome. Very lightweight blade, and they do that by giving you rubberized inlays all along here on this side and on the other, so really good traction. Feels a lot like Kraton or something like that. Very, very grippy. Maybe like their Gator, I think is what they call it over there at Gerber. Kind of that type of feel. And then it's just plastic, polymer plastic handles. No steel liners from what I can see in there at all. So very, very lightweight. Really good jimping right here inside this finger groove. And again, I wear large size gloves, and you can see I can get a really good grip. My pinky's not wanting to come off. Really, really comfortable right there if I'm doing, you know, any sort of task, cutting task, going through cardboard. And then again, I can choke up and use that finger choil if I so desire right there. They do give you a nice generous lanyard hole. You could definitely get 550 paracord through. There is no flow through construction because of the lockback design. That's about the same thickness as you're going to get on, say, a Spyderco Delica. And this really reminds me a lot of the kind of just size, how lightweight it is, the cutting edge length, all those things of a Spyderco Delica, except just, you know, it's a little bit cheaper materials with the 420 high carbon. So the lockup is real nice with that lockback design. Very easy for me to push with my thumb right here, and if I just keep my finger right there, that finger choil on the blade acts as a secondary catch, so I can kick the blade down at any point and it will not nick my finger, which is awesome, and then I can close it. So I can easily kick it down and not worry about nicking my finger. Really good solid lockup there. There's no play up and down, just slight side to side. That can be easily tightened up with this little hex head that we have right here, bolt that they have. So very good, smooth, not only deployment with that real nice finger hole, kick it down again, very, very fast, and good lockup for a lightweight EDC blade, very similar to, again, a Spyderco Delica, and the handle is very, very ergonomic, very comfortable, nice and slim. Zero complaints with the ergonomics and lockup, as well as closing and deploying your Gerber Order pocket knife. Okay guys, I want to kind of wrap up this video with some competitive options, as well as just kind of talking about the overall quality that I'm seeing here on this Gerber Order. What we have above us here, above the Gerber, is the Cold Steel Mini Recon 1, and below we have the SOG Mini Trident. Both amazing EDC blades, both are very capable in EDC tasks. And what you have in comparison to the Gerber is, first off, that the Gerber is going to have the longest handle out of all three of them, so it'll be the most ergonomic. And it is exactly the same weight as your Trident, Mini Trident, and it's going to be lighter weight than your Cold Steel Mini Recon 1. So that's awesome, because I really care about not only ergonomics when I'm picking out an EDC knife, but also how lightweight it is. And it's very lightweight, and the handle's nice and slim, just as slim, if not thinner, than the knives that you see here in front of you. The other thing to note as well, the 420 high carbon on the Gerber is going to hold the exact same edge as you would be getting with this AUS 8 on the Cold Steel or on the SOG. It's going to hold a good edge for being a budget blade. It's not a super steel like VG10 or, you know, something at 154 CM. p.m., but it's going to hold a good edge, you know, throughout the day, and then it's going to be very, very easy to get a wicked sharp edge back on it with almost no skill at all, having to take moments to get a razor hair popping edge back on not only your 420 but also your AUS 8. They're going to have great rust resistance as well compared to a lot of other knives out there. So very, very good quality here with not only the 420 but also the AUS 8 that we're seeing here, and that 420 can hold its own against either one of these blades. The other thing to note as well is just the overall fit and finish. Anything that you would be purchasing from Cold Steel or SOG, you're going to get the same type of quality out of this Gerber order, and I'm very impressed with that because we haven't necessarily seen always the best quality coming out of Gerber. And again, this thing's going to be $10 to $15 cheaper, the Gerber, over either one of these knives. This is going to cost you 30 to 35 bucks on Amazon or eBay. This one's going to cost you probably right around 45, as well as this one. So you're looking at easily $10 to $15 cheaper on the price point, and these are made over out of, you know, Japanese AUS 8 and then put together in Taiwan. This one is all made here in the US, so that's a big plus. But on the flip side though, the thing that I will note, if you notice, we got plain edges here and we got tip up carry on both of these knives, whereas the Gerber is serrated and tip down only carry. So I really hope in the future, and I'm not alone in the knife community in preferring plain edges over serrated and tip up carry over tip down carry. So I really hope in the future Gerber comes out with even just a plain edge, would make this, take it from a 7, which is where I think it's at right now, 7 out of 10, and knock it up to about a 9 out of 10. And then if they were to give us the option of flipping the pocket clip, this would be a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Great price point, made here in the US, good quality item with really no complaints that I have. As it stands right now, the serrated model and not giving me the option of buying plain edge can kind of be a hindrance to me, and that's why I'm going to hold it back to about a 7, and I really hope in the future they give us a plain edge option so we can buy serrated or plain edge, and then after that I would just be nitpicking with being able to flip the pocket clip. So overall though guys, for the price point that you're going to be paying to purchase a Gerber order, I think it's totally worth the purchase and on par with anything SOG produces in that same kind of EDC range, or anything Cold Steel produces. So if you don't mind the pocket clip and you don't mind and how it rides, you know, tip down only, and you don't mind having serrations right now, this thing is going to be absolutely a home run for you, and you know, you're not going to mind it at all. As it stands for me, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 over here over at Gideon's Tactical. Absolutely worth a purchase, but just doesn't have all the options that I prefer when I'm picking out an EDC blade. So I hope this video has helped you guys out. Thanks so much for watching. Well everyone, thank you so much for watching this particular episode of Gideon's Tactical. Please subscribe, comment, like the videos, share the videos, and check out our Facebook page. You can find it on the YouTube homepage at Gideon's Tactical. Like our Facebook page, where you'll get updates of upcoming videos, you'll get photos, as well as upcoming gear, new gear releases, you know, that products and companies that are released, as well as behind the scenes footage and bloopers that you'll never see make it to YouTube. So thanks so much for watching everyone. Stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.